Now, let me show you. Okay, the regular stuff is easy. The mouth movements, for example, those are simply added. Oh, you got the old 3D video underneath it. Shut that off. Okay. The mouth movements are actually just a small render scene from Maya. That's all that is. So they're not actually 3D, the rest of the animation. The rest of the animation is simple Minecraft. So that's the first thing. The second thing, Notch is the same thing. 3D animation with a little mouth toggled. So everything else, 2D animation, Minecraft footage. The mouth is the only thing that's 3D, and that's just toggleable, whatever. And then the big thing that most people would probably think is some kind of 3D because of how smooth the spin is actually it's not 3D. It's a 2D scene, Minecraft scene that I motion tracked in Adobe After Effects. I'll actually, you know what? I'm going to show that right now as soon as I finish showing this on how it's actually done. So, if anybody does want to do it themselves, they can do it if they own Adobe After Effects. But as you can see, nice and smooth. Let me show you the original. Let's see. I should have it here, I believe. No, that was one of my early tests trying to do it with someone else. Here we go. This is what it looked like when I was filming it. I had to try a few times timing and syncing my mouse up with the stupid slow movement thing. You see I got it somewhat smooth, targeted at the character, but the character's kind of moving away and so on and so on. A little more jitter than I'd like. And I use After Effects to really get that smooth. The last scene, you see Notch. Let me go to scene 4. There we go. The last scene, you see Notch. Same thing, the mouth. And this right here, the sound effect I use for the reverse time is actually the creeper explosion from the beginning reversed. And as for this is a simple motion blur, directional blur, with the entire sequence reversed backwards and scaled to a time duration of 3,190. And then it just, after that it's simple, just simple little transition effect right into the scene with some music. Now I'm gonna switch over to the After Effects thing so you can see it, and that should be the end of this video. First of all, I take the scene, boom, drag it into the timeline. This is a 720p file that I'm gonna do. I like the last take I actually did. Now also, the composition I'm using is 60 frames a second, just like the clip. I recorded this in 60 frames a second. And we need a 10 to 12 second recording. So, Jesus, I should have made this longer. All right, here we go. Find a good starting point, which is about somewhere right there. Drag this out to about right here. Let's say right here. No. Right here is a good starting point. Right there. Boom. Bring it in. Right there. Okay. Starting point now right there. Now you see how it shakes and it shifts and the camera's not centered. The character's not centered. So, the spin is what I want, but there's no centering. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Window, Workspace, and it's already in motion tracking, but motion tracking, that's where I would normally go. And I'm going to choose the motion source as this. As you can see here. Okay. I'm going to go do. What the hell? Why isn't it? Why isn't it working? Oh, there we go. No. Oh, I'm so stupid. Stabilize motion. Okay, stabilize motion. And should I do a scale? This may take a while, but I'll do that. Okay, now to stabilize this, I need something that stays consistently the same the whole thing. There's nothing on the screen that you can see right off the bat that doesn't either change its shape due to the rotation or its shape? Well, there is actually one thing I liked. Look at the shadow beneath the character's feet. That stays pretty consistently the same shape no matter what angle I'm looking at, compared to everything else anyway. Can't use any part of the character because he's turning and that's constantly changing, but that shadow shape is a nice clean circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these track points, I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to go to the edge of the circle over here. And same thing with this track point right here, edge of the circle. Now we'll widen out the secondary square. This increases the tracking resolution. And then all I got to do is this little arrow right here, which is going to process the file. This can take some time, so we'll see what happens. Alright, that's finished. Now you can see the track points. Those points move with the entire tracking process. Now all I have to do is hit apply right here. X and Y dimension. And here are the results of the motion tracking. As you can see, the character centered. It's a sweet. Now you see the frame around it. That's the tracking information automatically making the corrections for me to center and perfectly smooth out. Not only is it zooming, it's also repositioning. See that right there? That big reposition? Look at that. Look at how much it had to move it and actually do it, scale it, just to make that stay smooth and consistent. Now I'm going to play it regular. Look at how beautiful that is. That's the power of Adobe After Effects. And that's why I use it. I'm a firm believer in the Adobe suite of products. Adobe Photoshop, After Effects, and Premiere. Using all three, you can do some amazing stuff. There are plenty of other great programs out there that are very good, but you're not going to beat Adobe. Especially, the only thing that could have beaten Adobe, or did for a time, was Final Cut Pro. But from what I understand, the current version of Final Cut Pro is liquid dog shit. So Adobe is now the industry standard of editing. There you go. If you're not using Adobe, you should. I'm not trying to sell it, but hey, it is what it is. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and you can see what I had to do to get this smooth video clip done. Alright, later.